global market for organic food and drink is worth about 90 billion US dollars now. The market's grown by 38% over 5 years. The biggest markets are in Europe and North America, and USA has the largest market for organic foods in the world.
Because I think that every business has to start with, why do you exist? Who would miss you if you disappeared?
Small is the new big. Consumers trust indie brands way more than they trust mainstream brands. And of course they would. Like, for 40 years, a product that has had the first 2 ingredients be sugar and chemicals is not going to overnight suddenly become exactly what you're looking for.
Best certification is transparency, and I think when you see the trends to the smaller companies from the bigger companies, that's a big thing that's driving it.
You have 1 in 7 Americans that are, quote, hungry, that are food insecure, that are struggling to get the foods that they should be eating.
Americans are spending at least $900,000 per month on avocado toast. These trends have made a huge impact on the way we eat, the way we shop, the way we think about health.
I have 2 questions. Would you like the human interest question or the sciencey question?
And so I was curious about how you engage them in such a practice.
Anyone else want to add to the discussion?
Imports, the transportation of food.
Listening to brands that have gone through the success of where they are today and hearing those stories has been really nice for me.
I think the session that I really gleaned the most information from so far was the Tony Chocolonely.
I'm going to make you responsible for the story of chocolate.
I had no idea how pervasive the slave trade or the slave issue with cocoa was.
90,000 children are subject to human trafficking. We don't want to just make our own chocolate 100% slave-free. We want to make all chocolate worldwide 100% slave-free.
It's about to learn from the best, and so there's an exciting lineup of different speakers, companies participating, and really getting a chance to see what's happening, so making sure we're stay ahead of the curve.
I guess I was surprised by things that spoke to me that I didn't expect to speak to me. There was a session on sustainable packaging.
I think about trash, it's really just a resource that's in the wrong place. So all that plastic that's floating around in the ocean could potentially be used to a greater benefit.
It seems like there's huge crises around waste, but also unbelievable opportunities around repurposing that waste in ways that will be purposeful and beneficial.
If we had more brand partners and more companies, more manufacturers.
I'm very passionate about sustainable, organic, fair trade food and just knowing what you're eating. And I think we all as consumers, we all in our jobs have a voice. We have an action that we can do something with what we do every day.
Consumers more and more want their companies to be good corporate citizens.
Let's talk about soybeans. Soybeans are an incredible plant. They're cultivated and domesticated about 10,000 years ago.
We've seen some very interesting sessions yesterday on seaweed. Some companies doing some very interesting stuff with an ingredient, not just selling seaweed, but also mixing it with other organic certified ingredients. So that's definitely an interesting trend to follow.
We connect people to the ocean by commercializing new seaweed species, ingredients, and then making them into CPG products.
People are starting to misunderstand what the term organic means.
Well, what brought me here is the opportunity to share a bit about the Numi story and what we do at Numi. And I think for us, it's about how we really translate our values and our working practices with our farmers, with how we work on sustainable packaging and how we really try and save and protect the planet through our organic and other measures.
As much transformation as there's been in the last 5 years, the next 5 years are going to make that look like child's play.
It was, I think we need to learn from nature. In nature, there is no waste. Everything, whether it's animal waste or plant waste, always finds a new life or it's reused in an ecosystem.
This conference has done an amazing job of bringing thought leaders together to really share that information so that we can then empower other people to make change happen.
Yeah, it has been going on for 8 years, and I've been here for 8 years.
Awesome.
I love it. It's a very informative and inspirational event.